how can we incorporate the concept of gaming into some of our lessons to make it more engaging? What do you think?
Well, I find that video games are really based on like risk and reward. So like with any video game, no matter what kind of platform it's on, you go through some kind of mission or some kind of hardship, and it's worth it because you get that like colorful reward at the end that you've really wanted. So I find that if I make my sessions in a way where I say, okay, if we get through this paragraph, I'll let you do this kind of work that you really like to do, or we can take maybe a 5 minute break and I'll add another 5 minutes on the end of the session to make up for it so that they're getting the full hour. But like I'm trying to entice them with like that
Yeah.
reward that is in a video game type thing.
I was even thinking, you know, being able to think about lessons that we traditionally would think very pen to paper or concept to answer in an innovative way that can be a great, like a great game. So even I was looking up online, I found this site where you can actually create cryptic messages in regards to math equations. So what you do is you write your message and it will create math problems that you can send out to a student. So being able to say, hey, actually, we're actually gonna do some decoding today. You're gonna be a secret agent. Here's the message. I need you to be able to do all these additions and divisions, and we can unlock what this code is for a reward. But finding maybe subtle ways to incorporate the educational aspect of it, but changing the frame of mind of how we think about it, making it more interactive and actually making a game itself.
That could be extremely powerful. You know, the whole mystery, you know, around it all. Like, that can be something that really keeps students engaged and catches their interest. I know one idea I was thinking about yesterday with Elisa, I was like, you know, escape rooms today are you know, all the rage. We can't do it right now, but you know, what if we created like a virtual escape room, and you could have a lot of fun with this. You could take snippets of images that you find online to kind of create the room, right? And then you can almost like plant clues, which they have to kind of look for. And it might include a math problem, might include a word problem. It might include an exercise that they need to do at home with their parent to bake something. Like you can kind of get really creative with this escape room idea. And at the end, if they find all the clues and they provide all the right answers, they've solved the problem and they've escaped out of that room, right? So just kind of thinking about a creative setting that just changes it up and allows our students to kind of use their imagination. You know, we don't want to just spoon feed information, because you can do that easily with technology, right? But if we could just kind of inspire them to imagine and create with their minds a bit, like that could be really interesting.
Yeah, in person a couple of times, I noticed that one of my students really enjoys trivia, and my favorite show happens to be Jeopardy. So I made like a paper and pen Jeopardy board, and I did like a fake point system that really didn't mean anything, but like it actually really helped them to really get into it. Like, oh, I'm actually getting more points and I'm learning more to go, and it really helped them to really engage with the material that we were working with.
I love that. We actually did that for a unit review. Like we actually split into teams and we had Jeopardy on based on the different concepts. So it got really competitive, but also really fun, just satisfying, because it just made everything more fun and took the pressure off of having to review things.